No sitting during night shift. I started this job relatively recently, working at a hotel for third shift. It started out pretty good and I love the people I work with. I walked into work last night and they had not only taken all the chairs out of the office area, right behind the front desks in its own room, but they completely replaced the office desk with one that barely had enough room to hold the computer and keyboard. Supposedly this was to prevent us from using the office as a break room. Even though we don't have a break room, they expect me to stand the entire night shift and do all the work on the front desk computers, which never prints out audit or has the documents needed to complete the nightly checklist. The desk change was also apparently a deterrent for this, along with not letting us stack things there. This has resulted in all the office supplies being randomly strewn about other surfaces in the office. And I was never told anything until a coworker told me when I came in from being out for 2 days. I am beyond livid, exhausted, and sore. I hate how little compassion these stupid corporate people have. Why is it such a crime in the US to be able to sit while working? I've always been against these mega corporations. But this was just another reminder of how little I matter in the eyes of these major brands. TLDR chairs were taken from our hotel office back room and the desk was replaced to keep us from sitting while working and blamed us for using it like a break room. I now have to stand the entire night shift for little reason. The more you pay attention, the more you see this happening everywhere. Talentless, overpaid white-collar workers management who sit on their asses all day have no ability to make the company any better, so they resort to their usual routine of fucking over the workers below them who do all the actual work. AI replacing most of these useless scumbags in the next few years will be glorious, lol. It's so easy to find a job as a night auditor if you're in any city with more than 3 hotels. Just start looking for a new job and when you find one, quit without notice. Nah, I would be going into full petty mode and bringing the keyboard and mouse down to the floor with me if people come up to the desk. They will have to peer over and address me on the floor. Because I'm not getting leg and lower back issues because corporate who has chairs wants you to make the front look more professional. I'ma go the other way and make it look like a dump of a place until the chairs and desk is reinstated. I am beyond livid, exhausted, and sore. I hate how little compassion these stupid corporate people have. Sounds like you have a workplace injury from excessive standing. Better go see the doctor and file the workers' comp claim. In the state of California that would be illegal. And in most states, or at least the civilized ones, you need to be legally given breaks on which you can sit down. If you aren't getting those, I'd say call you state labor board. I have lower back issues and would never be able to work in such a place. I would sit on the floor and stop doing anything not deemed by me to be necessary while looking for work elsewhere. Just pull a chair over from the lobby. Fuck it, lol. Find out who made the decision and make them explain it. As why on repeat. Why did you take the chairs? Answer. Why is that a problem? Make them realize they are doing petty BS. Or just demand the chair back. No threat. Just say I need the chair. BCUZ resting is a reward, not a need to these corporate fucks. Throw the boss's chair in the dumpster? What is good for the goose? When will they realize that tired and unmotivated workers will lower levels of productivity? This is ridiculous. Decades ago I worked at a hotel. Night auditors primarily run reports and print documents. There is no reason to perform these duties while standing up behind the front desk. Very few guests check in during these hours. People who are already in the hotel typically call down rather than walk to the lobby when they need assistance. Even in the swankiest of hotels, it is common to have a sign and a doorbell on the desk should a person need assistance. This is when you look for a new job and quit without notice. Or, bring your own chair to work. Sit and let them fire you. They're trying to break you down to become an obedient little slave. Quit and leak names. In Israel, they passed a law, the right to sit, that forbids employers from preventing employees that their job description can be done while sitting to prevent them from doing so. Call this company out by name. The internet will do the rest. Slightly smiling face. When I moved from the US to Brazil, I saw that every supermarket and department store cashier were sitting on chairs. The checkout process moves as good or even better because these people aren't complaining about being on their feet all day. Sitting is a reasonable accommodation for a lot of conditions. Go consult your doctor to find one that applies to you. Buy a folding chair with a shoulder strap and clock in every night with that chair flopping against everything you walk by to get to your station. Drag one of the pool chairs to the lobby. The more you tolerate that bullshit, the more they will try to exploit you. Time to choose a different occupation. Former night auditor for Hilton Marriott BW. Bring her own chair. Fuck 'em. People who are sad about their failed attempt to take over the country are taking it out on people across the U.S. Even in backwoods Florida, there's a right to sit law. Look up your state. Get a doctor's note too. This likely isn't a corporate command but a local douche on a power trip. That's just sadism. Literally nothing to do with your behavior or productivity. This is torture because they can. As someone in the U.S. with osteoarthritis, I wish chairs were more normalized at work here. Then I might not loathe going to work every day BC of the pain. Agree. This chair thing in the USA is the latest reason other countries laugh at how stupid working in USA is. Seinfeld did an episode on this 10 years ago. Next, employers will take away your phones and clothes and make you wear a work uniform unitard, and you'll all do it. People in USA say they are against megacore, but then they all shop at Walmart, etc. Lol. Clueless. Union. Labor Day isn't just a day to go shopping. Any benefits you presently have come from people who stood up and organized to get them. Either get a different job or start signing up your coworkers to join a union. Bring your own folding chair to work. Problem solved. Bring a camping chair. I worked third shift at a shitty hotel for a decade, and if my boss had tried to pull that shit, I would have walked out immediately. The idea that workers have to be standing and miserable constantly is absolute bullshit. I had something like this at a security job I worked at for one shift and quit. We weren't allowed to sit as we had to acknowledge and document every single fucking license plate number for residents who lived in the complex when they drove in. Guests, okay fine, I guess I could, maybe people who lived there? It was the security company's policy. Lots of malicious compliance to be had here. This is so petty. I would bring a folding chair and use it when you can work seated. Fuck these greedy motherfuckers. Find the chairs, put them back. Enough times to deliver the message. Check your local labor laws. You may be entitled to access to a seat while you work. There's laws on the books in a lot more states than people think. America, yo, saluting face. I work night audit. Go to your doctor, explain your back issues, knee issues, etc. Most will write a note stating you need a chair due to the strain of standing all night. My GM doesn't care if I sit. Most hotels need night auditors. If they won't let you sit, move on. There are plenty of hotels that will let you.